What's up, Flames, and how's it going? Welcome to part 4 of Genshin Impact's Windblum event. If you haven't caught parts 1 through 3, I did put them up in order, so you should be able to scroll through my recent videos and find those. It's definitely content you don't want to miss out on. If you like character storyline and lore and learning about characters as you go, then I would definitely recommend watching those videos. That way you know exactly what is going on in this video. I wanted to do kind of a little straight react thing with this rather than having a little bit of commentary at the beginning and then a little at the end. I kind of wanted to do a whole thing with it because this event has been super fun and I really like it a lot. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Clee!
I don't see any lanterns here.
She's so cute.
Now that I think about
Clee
it,
too.
the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something? Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper? Paimon's reading too! Huh? It says to look up.
Look up.
But there's nothing above us!
Like Kevin's fun little joke, here's a tidbit for you. So, playing Elden Ring when I was, when that first came out and I was working on my platinum for the game, me and Kevin would play together a lot and we kind of help each other through getting, you know, spells and trophies and fighting bosses and all the good Elden Ring stuff, right? Well, Kevin learns map layout and levels quicker than I do. My brain doesn't retain the information as fast as I would like it to. And so he would just go hauling ass ahead and be way ahead of me, and I would be sitting there looking for him going, "Where are you?" And he would go, "Baby, up," which, you know, is so descriptive and tells you so much of where the person actually is. But that's all he would say, is up. And I would be looking around like a freaking idiot and going, "What do you mean up? Where's up?" But yeah, if you hear that joke in the past, or you're hanging out on the Twitch side with me and you happen to hear me say that during a stream, that is what that joke is about. The slip also says, "Now you should recite the incantation." Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Interesting.
Look, the wind is blowing!
It's a current.
Wind currents. Let's write it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
We can't carry that much weight when we fly. You're not supposed to, Albedo. You're not supposed to carry that much weight when you're flying. Okay. Oh! I missed it. You gotta hit it, like, just right, I think. I think. Okay, yeah, I see this. Alright, I got it. I got this. Thank God I'm using Amber for her reduced fly cost. There we go. This is so cute. Look at it. It's a cute little chilling place up in the sky.
This little island get up here in the sky. Did somebody make it? Just to be
Most
safe,
likely
I've
Pama.
been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost. Oh, good thinking, Kale. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment.
So, I would like to point something out for my strictly YouTube viewers who probably haven't hung out in the purple side with me and seen me stream this game. Okay. I love this game. As you guys know, I've been working on automating my channel, so to speak, for a good few months now. And I have video drops scheduled ahead all the way into the middle of August. So by the time you guys see this video, it's going to be late August, okay? I am playing this right now in March, so it's a little bit of a time jump, but you guys don't understand how addicted to this video game I am. I have been having a lot of trouble here lately with stress and just situations where it seems like it's one thing right after another and there's always some nonsense going on and something stressful is always happening, and it's just 2023 is currently in, March, not being kind to Phoenix and her family, okay? With that being said, I'm doing my best to keep my head up. I'm doing everything I can do within my power to bust my buns and better things, but it's been really hard. And I started originally researching this game and watching other people playing this game and reading Wikipedia about this game to see if I could get around the gacha aspect of the game, because I love anime. I've loved anime for many, many years. I'm a weeb. You can even call me an otaku. I don't give a shit. Okay, I love me some anime. And so I started watching people play it, and I just really enjoyed just watching it, and I thought, oh, there's got to be a way to get around this gacha part. So I figured out that you could earn your primo gems by doing daily commissions and missions and treasure chests and all that good stuff, and you can trade your primo gems for your wishes, so you can pull for your characters. And you guys don't understand how addicted I am to this video game. This game has been a blessing in the form of waifu simulator for me, because of all the stress I am going through and all of the things that I am having to champion right now. Having that one thing that just captivates you in such a way that while you're doing it, you forget all of the shitty things going on in your life is of the utmost importance for me right now. And when I first, as for specific waifus, okay, I love satire, and I do a lot of things on my live streams on the purple side for satire value, but in 1000% honesty, there hasn't been that many characters on here, on the female side or the male side, that I thought were that waifu or husbando worthy, until I met Mona doing the Windblum event. And as soon as I seen her, I love blue and I love royal purple, so everything about her aesthetically looks amazing. And I love witches too, so I'm like, ooh, look at the witch titty lady, she's fine, ooh. And then she started talking. And she's such a grumpy bitch. And I hate it. It bothers me because I'm like, every time I like a character, she turns into a grump ass. I swear it. I swear it. I swear it. So I have a very love-hate relationship with Mona.
Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Well, other questions.
Sorry, I have a very love-hate relationship with Mona. I just realized that I said that name wrong. Every time I see Albedo, I think of Albedo from Underworld. So apologies, I just caught my mess up there.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Clee, but that's not quite it.
And Clee to the rescue here. Look how freaking adorable she is. And I brought some snacks.
While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Ugh, don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes, let's test the hypothesis together, Clee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world... You can do it, Sucrose! Then I would fetch a tetratanic sweet flower. Alright, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost. Kale, I hope you found your answer.
I still think that a guide who will never get lost refers to Paimon, but that's just my personal opinion. I also, after much research and deliberation, have decided that I somewhat agree with the online theories that Paimon could be the unknown god. Google it. It makes a lot of sense.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me.
Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Oh my gosh, let me just say that while I do think that Mona is a very grumpy, easily agitated, frankly bitchy character, that makes a whole lot of sense. I like that comparison. That really does make a whole lot of sense as far as a legend that never ends. If we're trying to compare prophecy clues to actual IRL things, it really does make sense. I mean, I doubt that our tale will never end, but while I do also think that the world is in a crappy state, I think it'll still be a long time before humanity runs itself into the ground, just because there are so many of us and there are so many aspects to it. I really like her comparison there.
Wait, the lantern just lit up! Whoa, all four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh? But
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
oh, all right.
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey, you're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
I remember her. She popped out of the shadows and she was like, I think it was either in part 2 or part 3, but I remember her. She popped out of the shadows and she was like, if you figure out what the clues to the prophecy are, will you tell me? Like, oh, well, I know I can see that all of you are working very hard to try to figure out what this prophecy means, but if you figure it out, will you just freely offer me the information? And I remember thinking to myself, no, I'm busting my ass to figure it out. You figure it out, woman.
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Please allow me to disturb your happy peace. I think if I was having a nice quiet time and I was trying to have some peaceful time to myself and somebody said that to me, I don't even know how I would react, because I'm like, why did you just poetically tell me that you're bothering me? What do you mean your poetic piece?
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Oh, she knew! She knew it was her.
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
So I wonder if Alice is a pullable
As the
character.
spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Ah, so this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Wow. So, that was a really cute and at the same time very sad story there. Out of all my children that have now gone, he is the only one. I suppose that still makes me a mother. Which it does. She's not incorrect, but at the same time, what did it do to your other children?
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
So, wait. This whole freaking prophecy surrounding the Windblum event was a pre-wedding note. She just said, we gave it to them the day before their wedding. Well, what? We're all like busting our butts over here trying to figure out, what every intricate little detail of this prophecy was about. And it was a pre-wedding message, which would also explain why it was that when you first bring this whole thing to the attention of Venti, he kind of just giggles and makes a little bit of fun of you because Venti probably already knew.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor.
Or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. I agree. How many times, for those of you who might be watching this, who used to hang out in my live streams and actually have the volume on, how many times have you guys heard me say that I appreciated people who were honest rather than people who told comforting lies? So, I mean, while I feel like this is kind of a shit-headed ruse here, it's also very amusing, and I also agree with her very much on that statement.
As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination.
I really, really like that. Very much. I think that's true for a lot of things, and that while having friends new and old is good, I think that it's the people who stick with you the longest, who greet you at your journey's destinations, that end up, in the end, in the grand scheme of things, being some of the most integral parts of our journeys. And just so many things about this game. The more and more I play it, the more and more I love it.
Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again. regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom! Todoko says bye, too!
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblum again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblum Festival to the fullest.
If you've gotten this far in the video and you enjoy lore, storyline, deeply integral, immersive stories, then please do me a little favor and give this video a like, as it helps me be recommended more in YouTube algorithm. And if you have not yet, please consider subscribing, as that helps me out a great deal as well. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed part 4, and we'll be looking forward to part 5.